Deep in the heart of a bustling Nigerian village, there lived a man named Ade. Ade was known for his fiery temper and quick tongue, often speaking without thinking of the consequences. One day, a heated argument erupted between Ade and a local herbalist named Baba Agba, a man who many believed was more than just a healer. Baba Agba was a Babalawo, a powerful witch doctor revered and feared in equal measure for his mastery of juju magic. During the quarrel, Ade mocked Baba Agba, calling him a fraud and accusing him of preying on the villagers' fears. The crowd gasped in horror. Baba Agba said nothing in return, but his piercing gaze sent a chill through everyone present. He finally spoke, his voice calm but heavy with menace. "You will learn to respect powers beyond your understanding." Ade shrugged it off, confident that Baba Agba's words were just an old man's empty threats. But that night, strange things began to happen. As Ade lay in bed, he was startled awake by the sound of whispering voices. He sat up, peering into the darkness, but no one was there. The air in his room grew icy cold, and a shadow seemed to move across the wall, even though there was no light source. He tried to shake it off as his imagination and went back to sleep. The next day, Ade felt weak and dizzy. His once strong body ached as though he had carried a heavy burden. By evening, he developed a strange rash that spread rapidly across his skin, accompanied by an unbearable burning sensation. Despite visiting the village clinic, the doctors could find nothing wrong with him. That night, Ade had a vivid dream. He saw Baba Agba sitting by a fire, chanting incantations and holding a small effigy made of straw and cloth. The doll looked eerily like Ade, down to the red shirt he had worn during their argument. Baba Agba pierced the doll with a needle, and Ade woke up screaming, clutching his chest in pain. Terrified, Ade's family urged him to seek forgiveness from Baba Agba. At first, Ade refused, clinging to his pride. But as his condition worsened, he had no choice. Accompanied by his elder brother, he went to Baba Agba's shrine, a small hut adorned with feathers, bones, and pots filled with mysterious powders. The air was thick with the smell of incense. Baba Agba was sitting cross-legged, his face expressionless. Before Ade could speak, the witch doctor raised a hand to silence him. "You mocked the spirits, and now they demand respect," Baba Agba said. Ade fell to his knees, tears streaming down his face. He apologized profusely, begging for mercy. Baba Agba studied him for a long moment before nodding. He took out a calabash filled with a murky liquid and handed it to Ade. "Drink this and let it cleanse you. But remember, juju is not to be trifled with." Ade hesitated but drank. The liquid tasted bitter and metallic, but almost instantly, he felt the burning in his body subside. Over the next few days, his strength returned, and the strange rash disappeared. Ade learned a hard lesson that day. In his arrogance, he had underestimated the power of juju and the spiritual world. From then on, he treated Baba Agba and others like him with the utmost respect. Villagers whispered about the incident for years, using Ade's story as a cautionary tale about the dangers of offending a witch doctor. As for Baba Agba, he continued his work, knowing that fear and respect kept his craft alive. And though he never admitted it, some believed he had only cursed Ade as a warning, not out of malice, but to teach the village a lesson. Never mock what you do not understand. Do you think Baba Agba's powers were real, or was it all in Ade's mind? Have you ever heard of similar stories in your culture? Do share your stories in the comment section.